It's your girl DJ Shark Dangerous. I'm here with
DJ Big Bopper here.
DJ Big Bopper. We are students at Tarleton State University. We are student employees at KXTR 100.7 / KTR 90.5. Those are the two radio stations out of Stephenville, out of Tarleton State University. I am the new music producer. And I do a little bit of production, and then
I am part of our alternative media team, and I also do our NPR News Morning Edition.
About a week and a half ago, we decided, you know what, we like music so much, and we talk about it a lot. So let's just record that.
Yeah, let's just talk about music. And it's a big thing about between DJ Shark Dangerous and I is that we both have a little bit different takes on music. For instance, I'm much more of an audiophile, while Sharday, you're more of a lyrical.
But what is an audiophile?
Well, an audiophile is somebody who is really into the production value of music, and it's not so much just the lyrics themselves. Well, yes, that does have a major role in it. It's really about the beats, how it's all laid together, how everything comes together, how it's layered. And I guess a really easy way to kind of explain this to somebody would be, for instance, if we were to take NWA, you would be more fixated on like Eazy-E, Ice Cube, while I would be more fixated on Dr. Dre, who's more producing those beats in the background, because that's where it all starts for me. Like, while I can listen to some songs where I don't really like the lyrics to, but I just like the beat and I just like the overall production of the song and how everything is put together. And that's really, for me, is what makes a song.
Okay. See, I always learn something new. I didn't know what exactly that word meant. And as for me, as Bob said, he likes music that has high production value. Me, I just like trash. No, I'm really into, it's so weird, but I'm really into everything. So like on the station we play popular rock, so that's like rock from the 70s up to today. And then hip hop, kind of the same way. But I listen to everything. I listen to rock, I listen to hip hop, I listen to alternative, I listen to pop sometimes.
When it comes to music, I get it emotionally attached to it because it can put me on these rides, and it's differs from person to person. And there's several different artists and different things that I see. What it's they could be complete instrumentals, or there are lyrics into it, and that comes with the production value of how they put it together to really stem these emotions out of you from what they're trying to convey. And that, to me, is if you're able, definitely without words or lyrics, if you're able to convey a emotion to your audience, to your listeners, that, to me, is just phenomenal music. For instance, I just saw Buckethead at the Granada Theater this weekend, and I think his 99% of his music has zero lyrics in it at all, and it's just him on the guitar. And I mean, he plays everything from blues to rock to like electronics. He can do anything with the guitar. He's an amazing guitarist. If you've never heard of Buckethead, he toured with Guns N' Roses from 2000 to 2004. And he's actually, I think he is phenomenal. He's a master guitarist. He's definitely one of the greatest. And he just has these songs. For instance, I will say one that people might know is Soothsayer. And it is just so emotional. He just pours everything into the guitar, and you can feel that. And you can hear that. And it gives me chills. And seeing it live was great for me. It was amazing, and I highly recommend going and seeing him if you ever get a chance to. I know he has a heart condition, so I don't know how much longer he's going to be touring, but if you do get the chance, definitely check him out. If not, he's on YouTube. Check him out. He's phenomenal. And even if you don't just like one type of genre, like I said, he does a little bit of everything. He has a little bit over 250 albums, so I'm sure there's something that he has that you might enjoy.
That's a lot of music. Well, see, and Bob was telling me, and then he showed me some of Buckethead's songs, and I I liked it. I enjoyed it. And it's kind of like a couple years ago, I went to a 1975 concert with the station. And for me, kind of what you described and kind of the vibes that I get from Buckhead is kind of what I get from them. Like, they make music, and the music has words, but especially the I Like It When You Sleep, For You Are So Beautiful Yet So Unaware of It, that album was amazing to me. And like seeing and hearing that live, because like, you know, when you go to concerts now, people just have out their phones and they just want to record it and jam out, but they literally have a portion of the show where this song has no words in it, and you just vibe out to it, and they're like, put your phones away, be here, be present in this moment. And then there's a couple of their songs are just kind of vibey like that, and there are no words, and you just stand there and you just sway and you just feel the music. And like, I guess I don't know if I would consider myself an audiophile, but I understand where you're coming from with that, because, you know, it's one of those things that, like, if you're listening to music just for the words, you're only getting half out of it.
Exactly.
You know? So, one of the things that we're going to cover on this podcast is, you know, just like music news, like what happened this week in music, both rock and hip hop, kind of, you know, pretty much actually whatever we want to talk about. It's kind of cool because we don't have to necessarily adhere to what we play on the station to do our podcast, which is cool because we listen to music outside of that too. So Bop is nuts. He loves Africa by Toto. We don't have it on the station because if we did, he would play it 24/7. So Weezer did a thing.
Well, Weezer is known for giving into the memes and really just doing what the fans want to do. And they finally gave in, and they finally did a cover of Africa by Toto. And let me tell you, it was definitely nice. Gave me a good revival of the song. And definitely with Toto coming into town, I believe in August, which I will probably be there.
And I'll probably have to go with him, so pray for me.
I mean, honestly, I would be okay if they were just play Africa the entire
I told
set.
him that. I said, Bob, you know they're not just going to play Africa for 2 hours, for a whole 2-hour set. And he was like, they will in my mind.
A man can dream, can't they? And now, honestly, if you haven't heard it yet, I mean, it is I like their version and I like Toto's version, and they both have different elements to it, and I like the take that Weezer has on it.
I feel like it's more of kind of not even, because, okay, so, you know, there's like acoustic covers, there's rock covers. This to me feels like an updated version. Like, because, you know, Africa's very dun, 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 dun. Like, oh, that's bad. But it's very like, you know, guitar and instrumental, and I feel like Weezer kind of did the same thing and then did it on a synthesizer.
Well, from what I got from it, they toned it down a lot. Like, it was a lot lower tone, which Weezer's lead singer, I don't think, can hit the notes.
Oh no, I don't think anyone can.
That he can. So they definitely toned it down to where it just gave it a different feel to it. And I enjoyed it. I thoroughly did. Like I said, I like both versions. I think they both did very good in different ways. And they definitely toned down. And I think they not only did they update how it is with the instruments they have, but the production value of it changes as well. I mean, I believe Africa is, 40 years old now?
It's old.
It's an older song. So, I mean, the production that they had back then wasn't nearly as good. So, I mean, they've done a lot to it. And like you said, they did bring an updated, newer feel to it. And I'm very appreciative that Weezer did that.
And then Weezer is going to be here in a couple months. I feel like next month. I think in July. They're going to be in Dallas. And I really, really, really want to go. So I'm probably going to drag him to go with me. And they're probably going to cover Africa.
I'm
thinking they will. And I know that'll make your trip worthwhile. But so, like I said, we talk about music news, hip-hop, rock, all that stuff. We got to talk about Cardi B.
Well, okay, so the big thing about Cardi B is the fact that she didn't know that Donald Glover and Childish Gambino were the same person.
And see, okay, I admire what he did because, like, and I don't mean his response. I mean like what he has done because he is an actor.
Mm-hmm.
He is a rapper, and he has created these two personas because he is a one-man show. He does it all. He produces, he directs, but he's got these two separate personas where one of them is Childish Gambino and one of them is Donald Glover. And so it's amazing that like now, like he used to be just Donald Glover. He was acting, remember he was on the show Community, and then Childish Gambino had a couple tapes out, but they weren't both super huge people. Well, now you've got Donald Glover is huge for his acting. He was just in Solo. He's going to be in Lion King, right? And then Childish Gambino's been blowing up for a while. And so I feel like she didn't really like understand that they were the same people because I mean, you know, I questioned it not too long. Well, no, it's been years. But I was like, they do look alike, huh? And then I figured it out and I was like, oh, they are the same person.
Well,
okay.
It definitely is kind of, I can see it because definitely the personas that both of his characters, I would say, give off are definitely different. I mean,
yeah.
Just the looks. And of course, during acting, you never look the same.
Well, yeah, and Donald Glover's more like, I don't want to say reserved, but kind of sort of more like toned down a little bit. And then Childish Gambino just goes in.
That is, I definitely feel like that. Definitely his Childish Gambino is more of like his outlet to kind of get all that out, just do whatever he wants. And I mean, he was in my personal favorite movie, Interstellar, which I was pretty psyched about. And then recently I heard that he might stop doing music and he's just going to focus on acting in general.
And if he does that, then it'll probably be acting, directing, because, you know, he does Atlanta. And he's doing a really good job with that. I think that for a lot of artists, music is like a creative outlet. And so, but it's one of the many. So he's got a bunch of different creative outlets going right now. So I think that, I mean, he may be done.
I mean, he might just stop for a little bit, focus on one thing and go back. Because, I mean, it's very time consuming and definitely he's blowing up with his acting career. He doesn't have as much downtime
he's
to be able to.
He's doing so much right now.
So he might be just, hopefully, what I'm hoping for is, because I really do enjoy his music, I'm hoping he's just putting it on hold for a little bit, you know, getting his life, until his life kind of settles down, so he's able to go back into it. And that's what I am personally hoping for. But, you know, he is a phenomenal actor. I enjoy all of his work, whether it be music, acting, producing. Everything he's done that I've seen has been phenomenal. So.
And honestly, like, it's funny, but I can't be mad at Cardi because she's like asking the question that we all had a couple years ago. Like, are they the same person? I mean, yeah, they do look like twins because they are the same person. But, you know, but congratulations to Cardi B, too, because she's blowing up.
Yeah.
Her album came out, a couple weeks ago. I've been listening to that nonstop. If I'm, like, cooking in the kitchen or I'm, like, cleaning or, like, just doing, like, pickup stuff around the apartment, that's what I'm listening to.
And it's always good. I mean, I saw a little bit ago on Twitter, I saw kind of her first, when she was doing Modak Yellow, and she was kind of just, you know, doing it before she really blew up, and it was just kind of her in her apartment or a friend's apartment, and she was just kind of singing, and that was like her first show of it. Yeah. And then fast forward 4 years, and look at her now.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's always really, I mean, I like to see that as a person because I enjoy her music. Well, I enjoy her music. I enjoy the production of it, and I really like the sound of it.
Yeah, because it's unique. And, like, a lot of people... So, Cardi B was on the show Love and Hip Hop. That's where I first saw her. I used to watch Love and Hip Hop all the time. And so, like, I knew who she was a little bit, and, like, I knew how she was a little bit. And so it's funny, like, to see her now because nothing has changed. And she's kept that. She said it, and she's kept that. Like, she has not changed at all as a person. She still has the same personality. She's still, you know... saving money on stuff because she's like, I'm gonna get my wear out of this. Like, she has not changed, and I admire that for sure. But there's definitely more of a confidence. Like back in the show, like she had confidence just because she's like, I am who I am. But now she's like, I am who I am, and I am that girl. So
well, I can definitely respect her because I mean, nothing is guaranteed. Anything can be taken away at any time. So the fact that she is keeping that, definitely respect that.
Yeah, she's being smart about her stuff for sure.
Which I mean, we've seen a lot of stars who haven't been, and then next thing you know, I mean, they can be real big one year, and then the next year, they're completely gone, and then they're broke because they were just not financially smart. And I mean, I can respect that where she's coming from on that. And I mean, she never really did care about your opinion. She was like, she's always been very self-confident, and she was like, I'm going to do what I want to do because it's what I love and it's who I am. And I can respect that. And it doesn't really seem to have changed at all that I have seen. So it's always nice to see somebody keep who they are and not try to change. So
exactly. Be who you are. Have pride in who you are. So K-pop is like huge now. It's weird to me because
it's
America, I don't want to say America runs everything, but like the US is a trendsetter all over the world. So if something's cool in America, then it's cool everywhere else.
The thing is definitely with K-pop is I do like K-pop. I like there really isn't much of a genre of music out there that I do not like, or I cannot find elements to it that I like or songs that I like. And it's kind of funny because you've always kind of been hiding the fact that you like K-pop or anything, and then all of a sudden it's coming in the quote-unquote mainstream eyes to where it's seen more socially acceptable now to enjoy it and like it.
He's going to relate it to anime.
Yeah, the same thing. I guess I got my start watching Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Inuyasha, Gundam Wings, all on Toonami, and then I was like, man, I kind of enjoy this. Got into college, got more into anime, and then I was like, well, nobody really knows this about me, so I'm going to hide this because it's not socially acceptable. Now all of a sudden it's becoming a thing again, and I'm just like, what is life?
Yeah.
And then same thing with the K-pop. I mean, we got the Korean pop band, we got BTS, and they score the first #1 album in the U.S. The first one in, 12 years to be mostly foreign language to hit #1 in the U.S. So the first one in 12 years. And just the fact that it is K-pop, man, I don't know what to do with that information. It's just...
For me, so I'm not a fan of K-pop, but I didn't really, I knew it existed, but I didn't really listen to it.
Of course.
But it's so insane to me, now that it's popular here now, it's going #1, this music is in a completely different language. They're not doing concerts in English. They're holding true, they're Korean. And they're performing their Korean music, and we love it.
Well, the thing
is, #1.
Well, the thing is, the production value of it is phenomenal. If you ever see them live, or if you see their music videos, it's insane. The moves, the dancing, just the production of the videos, it's crazy. They just do things that, I guess it's the norm in Korea compared to here. It's just not seen. I mean, you get it in your hip hop, your R&B. You see some dancing, definitely with Beyonce and Rihanna, but it's nothing compared to that. It is crazy.
Choreographed dance. There's 7 members of this group, by the way, and that's also nuts to me, because how did they make that work? Because in America, you'll see, I think the most you'll see is 5, and Fifth Harmony broke up, so then there was 4, and now they're doing their own things. But 7 people. How do you highlight 7 people in a song with their singing and their dancing? And to me, it's kind of amazing. I'm not going to say, I knew who BTS was, and I've listened to a little bit of it, very minute amount, but I liked what I heard, and I thought it was cool. It's just blowing my mind, this is Korean music. This is not in English, but yeah, there's people all over the U.S. singing it and getting into it, and I think it's awesome, honestly.
Well, I would say if I were to kind of compare how they would get everybody in it, it's kind of like, when you... Well, it's sort of kind of like if you were to hear a cappella. There you got people in the back synthesizing with the front, trying to make the just make this sound that allows whoever is singing in front at the time to really stand out and pop out. And they kind of alternate. And it might not they might not all be on the same song where you can hear them in the front, but definitely in their new album, or the album that popped the charts, was the Love Yourself Tear. You can really hear. You can really hear in different elements of them singing. While you might not have every single member completely stand out in each song, you can hear them in the background setting this tone, setting the synth for whoever's in front at the time, and it really makes them pop out and jump out at you. And I think, while I have no idea what they are saying, it is very catchy. I like the beats. I like the visuals. I enjoy it. I can hear these different sounds. And like I said, the production value of it is very good. And I just like hearing these different elements. So, I mean,
to me, it's like, it's really pumpy. It pumps me up. And I'm like, these Korean kids are like telling me that I'm unstoppable. I can do whatever I want. Like, yeah, let's go. Let's get it. But like,
of course, you don't know what
I don't know if they're
actually
actually, but like, it's just good. And like, that's the semi-part audiophile in me. I get it.
And I just, like I said, I just think it's crazy to me, because it's a lot of these interests that people have, and that I've always been kind of, shunned a little bit about. You kind of had to hide a little bit. And then all of a sudden it's becoming mainstream, like popular kind of thing. And now people are getting into the same, like the people that were giving you crap about.
Yeah, I was going to say, so basically like what you were bullied for in high school is now like what your bullies are doing.
Yeah, like basically what you got bullied for is now cool. And now people are trying to get into what you've already been into, and it's
basically, say what you want, do what you feel. Those who mind don't matter. Those who matter don't mind. Have pride in yourself. Do what you want. It's Pride Month, y'all. Do you, and be proud of yourself. Take pride in everything that you do. If you're gonna do it, then don't let anything stop you, and don't be ashamed of your guilty pleasures. But anyways. So, beef, specifically rap beef, specifically Pusha T and Drake. What's going on?
Well, this has been beef that has been going on for a long time.
Well, see, a lot of people don't know that. People think that Pusha T just like fired shots, and they're like, whoa, what is happening? It's been going on for years.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not the first time like Pusha T's got into it. I mean, he got into it a little bit with Lil Wayne back in 2006.
Yeah, and it was all over Cash Money Records.
Well, it's Cash Money Records, and then it was the fact that he stole the image of the streetwear that they wore, Bape, at the time.
Yeah, he was wearing Bape hats, and that wasn't. Like, they were mad about it.
That he, stole it. And then he'd always, put, kind of talked at Drake, saying that he always had a ghostwriter, or he's always stealing. He's just trying to one-up somebody. That was a big thing. That's a big thing that's coming up. But just recently, what had come up, what would you say is how the recent, that everybody kind of been knowing about?
Well, I think, honestly, I don't think a lot of people knew it spanned that long. But when Pusha T came out with Infrared, people went nuts. And then Drake had to come back with something. He had to come back with something. Because if that was it, then it was over. Well, he did come back with Duppy, the freestyle. Mm-hmm. And that was pretty good. It was pretty okay. I feel like over at Cash Money, I feel like the way they respond to beef is less, I would say, so when Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj had their beef, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remy Ma came out with a diss track. I don't think Nicki Minaj came out with a diss track. She came out with a song. Because honestly, lyrically, Remy Ma won. But whose song is still played on the radio now? Nicki Minaj's. Because her and her label in general, they come out, they're like, okay, you know what? There's a beef right now. What we're going to do is come out with a song. We're not gonna come up with a diss track. We're gonna come up with a song. And so Duppy was, it was kind of a song. It was kind of following along the same lines. But so he came out with Duppy. Then Pusha T responded. It's been days. Nothing from Drake, right? Everyone's like, nail him in a casket. It's over. I personally don't think it's over. Story of Adidon was so, like, telling, like, we didn't know any of that. Drake has a kid. What?
Pusha T brought that up in his song Adidon.
Story of Adidon.
Story of Adidon, sorry. And that's the one where they also had the picture of Drake in blackface as well. And it's talking about, basically, there's talk about Drake collabing with Adidas and then naming his shoe line Adidon after his
supposed son.
Son, Adonis, and it kind of just Adidas, Adonis combined. And so he kind of pokes in about that. He pokes in about how he's playing border control with this. She's a porn star. I believe she's French as well. So it's just, I'm waiting to see how he comes back with this.
Well, that's the thing. It's not over. It's 100% not over. And everyone thinks that Drake's done and it's over. It's game over. Do you know Drake? Do you know who this man is? It's not over. There's no absolute way. I honestly believe in my heart of hearts that he was waiting. I don't think he was hiding this kid. I think he wanted to make an announcement to the world because no one knew until Pusha T said anything. No one knew, and I think he wanted it to say. I think he wanted to come out with like a baby clothing line and say, "I'm having a son. You know, here's my new clothing line. Here's my new partnership with Adidas."
Well, not only that, like he could have easily just been shielding his son because maybe he doesn't want all this attention on his son, you know?
Yeah.
He kind of just wants to he just wants him to have a normal life, you know, keep him out of the spotlight, keep people from really messing with him. But definitely with this beef going on, one thing that I thought was hilarious was when Drake was saying that to tell him that we got an invoice coming, considering that we just sold another 20 for you. And so Pusha T said, send the invoice for the extra 20. And that's what he did. And he's the same day that Duppy dropped, there was the invoice request for $100,000 for promotional assistance and career reviving. And I thought that was pretty funny.
Well, and a lot of people, another thing that like got huge out of this was, so the cover for the Story of Adidon was Drake in blackface.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone was so like, when did he do this? Number one, because a lot of people didn't know about that either. They're like, when did he do this? Why would he do this? What was the point of this? They were so mad at Drake, and he put out a statement, and I need to read this statement real quick so that people can kind of understand where he's coming from. He said, I know everyone is enjoying the circus, but I want to clarify this image in question. This was not from a clothing brand shoot or my music career. This picture is from 2007, a time in my life where I was an actor and I was working on a project that was about young black actors struggling to get roles, being stereotyped and typecast. The photos represent how African Americans were once wrongfully portrayed in entertainment. Me and my best friend at the time, Mazen El-Zadig, who was an actor from Sudan, were attempting to use our voice to bring awareness to the issues we dealt with all the time as black actors and at auditions. This was to highlight and raise our frustrations with not always getting a fair chance in the industry and to make a point that the struggle for black actors had not changed much. So he's not glorifying it, is the thing.
No.
So I think a lot of people took this as, because they see Drake and they see a mixed guy. Drake is black and Jewish. So that's kind of a hard mixture in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not, this is not something he would poke fun at all. And so.
Well, like you said, he did it in 2007. This was over 11 years ago.
Yeah.
And people, I mean, I believe he put it on there for, definitely it was shock value, you know, get people clicking.
Yeah.
And because, I mean, before this, I had no idea that he had done this. I didn't know that he was trying to get this message out, and I believe it probably got buried a little bit, and so not that many people even knew about it. So when they'd seen it, they thought it it was a recent thing since they'd never seen it. You know, it's been around for 11 years and they had never seen it, so they figured it was probably a recent thing.
I also feel like with beefs like this that are going on, you kind of have to say, okay, because Pusha T put this out there for shock value.
Mm-hmm.
That's 100% what he did.
Yes.
But he didn't look to see the reason behind it. He didn't see, oh, this did come from so-and-so. They were trying to make this statement. So I think you have to, I'm not going to say that he lost on this one because, I mean, jury's out that he's winning. But I think that and their beef is not as professionals, it's as rappers that are going at each other. But I think as a professional trying to put something out there, trying to make a diss track, like, you have to verify everything you do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that this wasn't verified, but there was definitely it was a hit and then kind of a miss. Drake kind of explained himself. And after his explanation, you're like, okay, that does make a little bit of sense. But I don't know. I don't think the beef is over. Drake hasn't come back with anything yet, but it's coming soon. It really is. It's not. I don't think it's over yet.
I mean, this beef has been going on for a long time, so I highly doubt it's going to be over anytime soon.
I'll eat my words if it is, but I doubt that it is. I don't think so.
But definitely what you were saying with just how, like, Pusha T winning and whatnot, I feel like if this truly is Drake's child, and Drake had his reasons for trying to keep him out of the spotlight, you know, I can't really condone Pusha T's actions for it then, because, I mean, it's a child, you know, it's a kid. And so if Drake didn't want him being in the spotlight, didn't want people knowing, didn't want him, I mean, he has his own reasons, of course, and maybe he was going to spotlight him soon. Who knows? I don't know. But I do feel like it should have come out in its own time. The kid didn't need to get brought out this way. I think it should have come out by Drake in his own way, own words, explain it. And I don't really know, has Drake really talked about that subject yet or not? I'm not sure.
No, he hasn't made any statements. And see, that's the thing. That's why, and I mean, just the type of, I don't know Drake personally, but I feel like he wouldn't be a deadbeat dad. And so I, honest to God, feel like it was an Adidas. Like, he wanted to make a statement in his time. And I feel like with certain stuff like that, you can't out stuff like that for someone else. I mean, there's celebrities all the time who don't have their kids in the spotlight because they don't want, like, people are scared to have their pictures of their kids taken because things happen on the internet. The internet is nuts. And so
you want them to be safe.
Yeah. And so I'm not taking sides of the beef or anything, but I think that lines were crossed. And I mean, it's a rap beef, so lines are always crossed. But I don't know. I feel like stuff like that, like when it has to do with like coming for family and stuff like that, that's indefensible. Like the same way it would be with me. If somebody has a problem with me, you have a problem with me. I'm not gonna let you talk about my family just because we have an issue.
Right.
So, and then there's like reports that Drake, you know, might be getting engaged. And then there's also talks that he might be able to end Pusha T's engagement because of something that's about to come out. We don't know. I don't know. Like I said, it's not over.
Yeah, like she has said, you know, there's nothing to do but wait. You know, if he's going to come out with something, he's going to come out with something soon. And of course, we'll have our ear to the ground, and we'll be listening, and we'll be reading, and we'll be trying to keep up with it and try to, you know, filter out the facts from fiction and really delve deep into the issue and see what exactly is going on with that.
And if you guys have any, you know, questions, you need to clarify anything for us, we said anything wrong, let us know.
Yeah,
you know?
Please let us know.
We're super, super open.
We are like I said, we're trying our best to filter fact from fiction. Like we're going in depth. Like I've known a little bit about this from before, but like I said, I knew Pusha T's issue with like Lil Wayne and the whole bait thing and with Pharrell, and but I didn't know so much that it was with Drake as well. He was having some beef that went back long term, so we sat down and really went into it and really read through it and tried to figure out what was real, what was not, and just So if you do have any concerns, if you're saying, hey, something's wrong, please let us know. So we can always educate us. I mean,
Yeah, educate us, let us know. And if there's anything specifically, like I said, this is a new podcast. We're actually really excited about it. But if there's anything that you guys want us to talk about, let us know. Are you a big sports guy?
for the most part, yes, I played college football, so I wouldn't say mostly just into football, but I enjoy everything, and I'm from Houston, and my boys, the Rockets, they didn't make it, and I'm kind of, what we got next year, hopefully we'll make it.
You sound like a Cowboys fan right now. There's always next year, which I'm a Cowboys fan, so I can say that.
Except we made it to the finals.
But did you really? I'm a sports fan too. I'm really weird. I like Texas teams, obviously. I tend to stay more like in the Dallas Arlington, so I'm a Cowboys fan. I like the Rangers. I'm going to a Rangers game on Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Today. And so, but the finals are going on. The NBA finals are going on. The Warriors are up 2-0.
I know, and I man, honestly, LeBron is popping off.
He's popping off, but he's popping off attitude-wise now. He told the press asked him a question. He said, "Do better tomorrow," right? So Steve Kerr came up like the next day, and they were like talking to him, and he was talking about Clay and stuff. And then at the end of the press conference, he goes, "By the way, you guys did better today." Like, just to cap on LeBron. I thought that was funny. But just an update: the Warriors are up 2-0. So I feel like if they win on Wednesday, I honestly feel like it's game. Because I know, like for ratings, everyone wants a game 7. But if they go up 3-0, I'm not saying it can't happen.
I mean, it's
LeBron James.
We've seen the comebacks.
Yeah, we've seen him, but I don't know. I'm not saying he's getting old, but he's getting a little bit up there. And I'm not. This is not his last season by far.
No,
he's got plenty left in the tank. But I feel like if they don't win this series, I mean, there's talks of him leaving anyway. But if he doesn't win this series, he's not going to be in Cleveland next year. I don't think
then hopefully he can come to Houston and be part of the Houston Rockets.
That would be dope, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Probably not. Honestly, I don't think he would really mix that well with Harden and the rest of the team. I think they'd butt heads, or if he does, somebody's going to end up leaving from the Rockets. Even though I would love for it, because I would love to see my hometown win. We got our pennant finally with the Astros. We've actually won we're the only team to win in both leagues, by the way.
Yeah, the Rangers don't have a pennant yet, so this is our year. I'm a Toronto fan, too. I know that's random.
Which is weird that they're in the American Baseball League.
Okay, but so I was watching Canadian football a couple days ago because Johnny Manziel, he's playing now. And I'm not going to say it's a little bit harder, but it's a 110-yard field versus 100. And then it's 60 wide versus, I want to say 50.
50, yes.
And then they only get 3 downs.
Here's the thing, though. Well, one, you got more room to really run.
Yeah, you got more space on the field for sure.
You can have more than one person motioning at once.
Yeah.
So the rules are a lot different.
The rules are definitely different. I mean, if you don't watch football, then you're not going to be able to tell the difference. But like the thing that really got me is they only have 3 downs to make 10 yards.
Well, here's the thing. Definitely me playing in football. If I could, I would never even punt the ball. I would always go on 4th anyway.
Always go for it.
So I mean, if you think about it, a lot of the times there's only 3 downs anyway in the NFL.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if they don't, first down, second down, third down, they either go for it. If they don't get it, well, that's a turnover.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that's nuts. And it's kind of cool to watch, though.
But I do also believe that instead of it being at 10 yards, it's a little bit more. I think it's like 15, maybe 20.
Yeah,
I'm not 100% about the Canadian League, but
yeah, I'm not an expert on it. Trust me, because I just started watching.
But the fact that you can have multiple people motioning, multiple people moving before the ball is snapped. You have you have more room on the side to really run out and get your angles. So I mean, I think it makes it easier in some ways, but I see, and definitely with well, like you said, you started watching because Manziel's over there now.
Well, I was just flipping through the screens, but that's why it's starting to get a lot bigger.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people at the game had on A&M jerseys. They had on Cleveland Browns jerseys. Like, they were, a lot of them were real Manziel fans.
I mean, Johnny Football, he
Yeah,
definitely has
exactly.
his fan base, and I mean, a lot of American football players. Most of the Canadian League is American football players, just like we have a lot of Canadian hockey players in
Yes.
our American hockey.
Hockey,
League.
that's the thing about hockey. Like, there's, and baseball, because baseball is like America's pastime, but a good portion of the MLB is from probably South America, most of it,
yeah.
and then a little bit overseas. But okay, so last thing I want to talk about, and I don't know if you're super up to date about it, if you really know about it, but I kind of just want to get your take. Spotify now is they have a new policy.
Oh yeah.
So basically, they're taking off, and it's kind of, I don't want to say it's a part of the Me Too movement, but I think they're definitely like starting to move things forward. So they're taking off music, albums, artists, stuff like that, who have been convicted of certain crimes or
Well,
actually.
there's been some that they've taken it down and they've just been accused. They haven't
Yeah.
even been convicted yet. Which
Well, the thing is, if they're under like lawsuit or something like that, they will take the music off.
Well, my take on it, and I'm not saying that I condone it, if they did or didn't, I don't condone any of the actions, but you are innocent until proven guilty by law. So I do understand several artists with these accusations against them, they have been, their lawyers are going back with it. I mean, they're not proven guilty. You don't know if it
Yeah.
is true or not. Now, I'm not saying that I know. I'm not saying that it is right or wrong either way. I'm saying I do believe, you are innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, like, they instituted the policy May 10th.
Uh-huh.
So they're like it's gone now. So they instituted the policy May 10th, and then the 24th they said they're reconsidering it.
Mm-hmm.
A week later, they said we handled the policy badly. June 1st, it was gone, and so I kind of think what they did was kind of just reacted and not responded. We talked about that in one of my classes a couple semesters ago. Basically, the difference between reacting to something and responding to something. And you know what? I think that actually can go back to like the Nicki Minaj Remy Ma beef, because Remy Ma reacted to it and Nicki Minaj responded. Meaning, when you react to something, it's just going on based off like how you feel. It's an emotional response. Like you're doing this right then and there. You haven't had time to think about it, but you don't care. You're just going to do this. Versus responding is taking the time to think out, okay, what's going to be best for me? What can I can think about this now and then do this later, So, I think that Spotify definitely reacted and didn't respond. And so, R. Kelly, they're not going to bring him back on the Spotify, but Triple X Tentacion, he's coming back. I know they've taken off a couple albums right now. Like, I'm pretty sure if they're under lawsuit, that's part of the policy, that the album, or if it's like under copyright.
Well, I haven't seen their new update on the policy. I'd only seen the one before they had repealed it the other day. And also going on that in Ireland, they've taken down, or they've blocked or taken down, or they're putting pressure on taking down what they would call aggressive music off of like YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud. They're basically censoring it because that they think this is what causes aggression in the children and just. And I don't think that is the right solution. Censorship, I never think censorship is the right way. If you're going to censor out an entire thing, it's not so much that. They're not, like you said, they're reacting, not responding to the issue. They're trying to put all the blame on music, which that's not.
Okay, so I get what you're saying. Like, you can't kind of using music as a scapegoat. Like, the music made me do it. But see, at the same time, that's not it. That's not it at all. I definitely think that some things can plant seeds in your head. But you don't necessarily have to follow that.
No.
I don't think insane clown posse.
Well,
You don't have to go
No.
do the stuff they're telling you to do. I think you have a choice. You definitely have a choice.
well, I feel like for this like angry music, I feel like it is is more of a safe way for them to release their anger.
I think it's an outlet.
Yeah, it's them releasing this pent up frustration and anger in I would say, a healthier way.
Yeah, like, okay, so people want to compare it to video games and how it makes kids violent. And I think, yeah, see, that's the thing. I think that on the other end of the spectrum, video games, I'm not going to say they make kids violent, but I think that sometimes it depends. I think that if you're going to play a violent video game, if your kid's going to play a violent video game, you kind of need to, sometimes you need to explain to them that this isn't real. Because sometimes some kids will play them and then, they'll have a BB gun and shoot their friend and think that they're going to respawn in 5 minutes. So I don't think that I don't think that video games are making kids violent, but I think that
Well,
parents just need to talk to their kids. That's what I think.
I disagree with the people that are trying to say video games make you violent.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
played
that's
the
it.
NES N64 with my father when I was really young, and I played video games. I still play video games, and I can see that definitely as they got more hyper realistic, I can see maybe they're not so much. They're numbing them to the facts.
Yeah, because I don't want to say it's glorifying violence, because that's not it at all.
No, it's just as the hyper realism. I feel like it's just numbing them to the fact of like all the gore, the violence. It's just numbing them to where I wouldn't say where they think it's acceptable.
Yeah.
But it's like it doesn't faze them as much.
And if you're like playing, see, that's the thing. Like if you're playing a video game and you shoot someone or you get shot, and then, I mean, you're out for until the next game. Like if parents don't explain to their kids that's not how the real world works, the kid's just gonna think, oh, I can shoot someone and they'll be fine. I'm mad at them, so I'm gonna shoot them right now, but they'll respawn. I think that. I don't think that video games are making kids violent. I don't think that aggressive music is making kids violent. I think that kids not understanding the difference between what is reality and what is fiction.
And I mean, it all comes down to just talking to them, explaining to them. I mean, we all went through our angsty teen years. Like, I know.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I listened to some really crazy music when I was younger, and I mean, it was just like it took and personified my feelings of anger, frustration with the world, with the quote unquote the system,
the man. Gotta take down the man.
But I mean, nothing ever came from it. It helps me. I was like, what you're saying is how I feel. I get that. I understand
in this moment.
that.
Yeah, but it's not like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go shoot up a school.
Yeah, no, of course. And people definitely, if you go down to Columbine, they blamed Marilyn Manson's music for it.
And see, that's the thing. I think that we have to stop blaming things
Blaming
other
others.
than the person, because every single day you make the decision between right or wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it has nothing to do with music. Music does not tell you to do something.
Music can make you feel a certain way about something, but it's not going to make you act a certain way. And that's
what music is for. It's supposed to...
It's responsive.
Yeah, it's supposed to make you feel. It's supposed to make you, like, understand. Like, there's somebody out there that understands what you're going through, your struggle.
It makes you feel like you're not alone.
And that's what that artist, particular artist, that's what that music is there for. So they're like, I'm going through this struggle. If you're going through this struggle, you're not alone. I understand it. I'm mad. Hear me.
I really like Logic's 1-800, the song and the music video, because I hadn't seen the music video for a while. And I finally watched it and I cried. Because, and it's one of those things like, if you don't know what it's about, basically it's about a gay kid, and he doesn't feel accepted, and he just wants to kill himself. And so the whole title is like 1-800, and then it's the number to the National Suicide Hotline. And I love the way that he took that and like took that music video and took that message, and he like the first verse he's like talking about it from the point of view of the kid, like I want to die, I just want to die, and then he comes in and he's like I don't want you to die, let me tell you why, and just like gives reasons and reasons. And then the second, like throughout the song it gets better, and it's kind of one of those songs, and like in the music video his dad like beats him up. Or no, I don't think he beats him up. I think he kicks him out when he finds out his dad, but his friend's dad is kind of okay with it, but it's just like, what are you doing to my son? Get out. But at the end, they're at his wedding. So I like when artists use their voice to kind of say, if you're going through this, it's okay. It will get better. And so I think that's kind of how like super like emo music is emotional music.
Yeah.
It elicits its responses, but I think that how you have the choice of how you respond. So, or how you can react or you can respond to the
It's
music.
just I mean, it's how you interpret it, and like I
music
said,
is all interpretive.
Music, it's an emotional outlet. It's an artist's outlet. Music shouldn't be censored because there's no way that it's like you said, we're using it as a scapegoat. That's not the only reason, if it is a reason at all. I mean, it might be. It could be that's just how that one person interpreted it, that I need to do this. I need to go shoot somebody. I need to go inflict damage on something.
Yeah. But I think like definitely in your mind, like number one, you're listening to the song, you're like, okay, this makes me feel like if to me, some music does make me feel kind of aggressive. And so I take that and I just like put it into the music itself. Or like, I mean, there's always outlets. There's always outlets for your anger. There's always outlets for your sadness. Mm-hmm. There's outlets for your rage. There's outlets for everything. You just need to take advantage of them.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, this is about music, about music and kind of everything else. It's kind of a not even just pop culture news.
Well,
it's just
basically
news, music news.
What we'll be doing is definitely we're going to be going to concerts a lot over the summer, so we'll just kind of break down what we heard from them live, because I feel like a big part of the production value to me is seeing them live.
Oh, yeah. You can tell a lot about an artist, depending on how they sound, how they perform.
So we'll be talking about a little bit about the concerts that we go to, get to know a little bit more about us as we talk, or a little bit more about our backgrounds. We'll talk about if there's songs coming up, we'll kind of break them down, analyze them.
Yeah.
Just the message and everything that's coming out, and we'll let y'all know, keep you updated on the Pusha T Drake beef.
Yeah, because it's not over. It's definitely not over.
And just different news that's going on in music, and just like our take on different things. And like I said, we're going to try to differentiate fact from fiction for y'all, and educate y'all a little bit more about what is going on.
And we'll throw in a little bit of news. We talked about sports today. Mm-hmm. I thought that was kind of interesting. I mean, not super, super relevant to music, but it's a thing out there. We're interested in it. So,
I feel like, the NBA, the basketball, I feel like that is very into the hip hop scene.
Yeah, very influential in rap music. Nike.
So,
my favorite brand.
I mean, I feel like that is music related. But also, I know we talked a little bit about Nicki Minaj earlier, and Nicki Minaj and Eminem are now dating.
Whoa, yeah, I know. I saw that and I was like, dear, I don't...
Imagine how fast their arguments are.
I knew he was going to say it. But see, the thing is, Eminem wins him. He wins because she starts talking and you know what she's saying. You don't know what he's saying. But you don't have to know.
Run, girl.
Eminem.
He'll burn down the house.
I mean... If she ever tries to leave again, he's going to tie her to the, what?
Tie her in the basement. Or no, to the bed.
And set the house on fire. So.
Don't do that.
Yeah, honestly. Please. I hope they're both doing mentally well.
I'm excited. I feel like I'm ready for a collab.
No, me too. I honestly think that, I don't think they're going to collab right now because I think they want to see where the relationship goes.
Before
they get married. If they get engaged, there's a collab out and that's going to be hot. That's going to be fire.
I'm excited.
That's gonna be enough to last me until I don't know, I'm 35 or so. Honestly,
I hope the best for them. And honestly, I'm excited, and I really want to hear them do with each other.
It'll happen. It'll
will,
happen for
hopefully.
sure. And if not, then we'll just hear diss tracks. Not really diss tracks, but, heartbreak anthems from them both. And I'm okay with that, too.
As long as I hear new music, I am
As long
fine.
as I get some new Eminem. Oh, and Chun-Li. Chun-Li's in the system this week. Oh, my
Oh.
God.
Heck yeah.
Nicki Minaj is back. She's back. But we hope you guys enjoyed our little podcast.
And we'll come back next week and Wednesday.
We'll be back next Wednesday afternoon. Thanks for sharing your lunch hour with us.
Yeah, just thanks for, giving us something to do. This is something we like to do. We just wanted to talk about music. So thank you all for listening.
Big Audition.
If you enjoyed the show, please rate, review, and subscribe for updates when new episodes drop. And follow our station on Twitter and on Facebook at The Planet 107 to see everything going on at Tarleton Radio.